Former Detroit Red Wings forward Greg Johnson, who passed away 5 years ago, has been diagnosed posthumously with chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, a debilitating brain condition linked to repeated head injuries. This revelation comes from a recent report by Boston University, shared by his family through the Concussion Legacy Foundation. Johnson tragically died by suicide at his home in Metro Detroit on July 7, 2019, at the age of 48. His family opted to have his brain analyzed to understand if he was suffering from CTE, a condition that has afflicted numerous athletes in contact sports. The results of this analysis were made public this week, with Dr. McKee, director of the Boston University CTE Center, confirming the diagnosis. Dr. McKee, an authority on CTE, detailed that while Johnson was indeed suffering from the disease, she could not definitively determine its stage due to the nature of his death. CTE is known to result from repeated head trauma and is characterized by symptoms such as memory loss, confusion, impaired judgment, aggression, depression, anxiety, and eventually, progressive dementia. This diagnosis places Johnson among a growing list of former athletes who have been identified with CTE. Notably, another former Detroit Red Wings player, Bob Probert, was one of the first NHL players to be diagnosed with the condition after his death in 2010. Probert, who died of heart failure at the age of 45 while boating on Lake St. Clair, also suffered from this progressive brain disease. The news of Johnson's diagnosis highlights the ongoing concerns regarding head injuries in sports, particularly in hockey, where physical contact is frequent and often intense. During his career, Johnson was known for his skill and tenacity on the ice. This diagnosis sheds light on the potential long-term health effects that professional hockey players may face due to the physical nature of the sport. Johnson's family hopes that by sharing these findings, they can contribute to a greater understanding of CTE and its impacts, as well as advocate for better protection and care for athletes who are at risk of developing this condition. The Concussion Legacy Foundation continues to support research and awareness efforts around CTE, aiming to prevent similar tragedies in the future.